Hey guys, it's Connor from Orlando. Here we come, and my family is in the process of moving to Florida to be closer to Disney World. So since our house is already up for sale, one thing we've tried to do already is kind of look at different places down in Florida that maybe would interest us when we do get there. So on our last Disney trip, one thing we actually did was the last 2 days, we left Disney World, we went to a campground that was close to Disney, but we didn't go to Disney. Instead, we kind of looked around different neighborhoods and things like that. Magic. So on the first day, we looked at Winter Garden, Apopka, and Claremont, Florida. I'll start off with Winter Garden. It was super nice. Like the first thing I kind of remember of, because this was about a year ago that we actually looked, but the first thing I remember is when we went through kind of just like the main street there, the downtown. It was super nice. I think there was like a farmer's market going around too, so there was a lot of people around. It just looked really nice. It actually reminded me, because we live in New Jersey, it reminded me of like some of the shore towns here. Even though there wasn't like water there, it just had that feel to it, just kind of in that main part of the town. So I thought that was really cool. That's a place I could see myself like going out to at night. I think my family kind of felt the same way. One thing that we did notice though with the houses was the houses were a little closer together, a little tighter, which I know in Florida, at least from what we've seen, that's kind of a common thing, and I think that's more likely than not. And that's not like a deal breaker or anything like that, but it's just something that if we have our preference, we like to have our houses maybe a little more separate than some of the houses were there. The next town I'll talk about is Apopka, and a lot of this is like aesthetic stuff too, just like with Winter Garden too, because we kind of just drove in there, like drove through. We did our research and things like that as far as pricing and things like that. We had all that information, but as far as like driving through, we just wanted to see if we could picture ourselves there. We were kind of looking at schools too for my brother at the time. But as far as Apopka goes, I'd say it was probably our least favorite out of all 3 places we looked at that day. I just think aesthetically we didn't like it that much. Also, a lot of the houses just seemed like they were kind of tight and even more tighter than in Winter Garden. And not even that, but just the quality of houses too. We thought that the houses were nicer at the other 2 towns we looked at, and it kind of fell to the bottom of our list, I have to say. Claremont was definitely our favorite by far, I think, and I just thought Winter Garden was the first one we looked at, and I think Apopka was probably the last. But I think Claremont was like right in the middle of the day. That was just a place that it kind of reminded me of where we live now, which we like where we live now. We just want to live somewhere cheaper. And it had some hills, which we actually don't have here, but it had some lakes too and things like that. And I just thought like aesthetically it was pretty pleasing. The high school we thought like it looked nice, and from what we read, it seems like it's all right for to send your kids there as well. We drove by the Citrus Tower and things like that, and we just thought that Claremont, even the houses too, were a little more separate, kind of what we were looking for. It just seemed like Claremont was a really good fit for us. So if you guys have been to any of these towns, live in any of these towns, have made the move to Florida, please comment below. Just give us any kind of advice you have, any kind of comments. Did we not see parts of Apopka that maybe we should have before kind of throwing that on the bottom list? Anything like that, please let us know in the comments below. It would be much appreciated. Another thing that's much appreciated, guys, is please don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to follow our journey, and also ring that notification bell to get updates every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys.